Good afternoon, interwebs. Matt Carter here with a Carter's Commentaries. Coming a little casual, a little more gray on the face, a little relaxed shirt. After I got home from work this evening, decided to just jump into something comfortable. But had two little conversations that were very affirming today. And if you've seen me, read my stuff on social media, you know that one of my favorite verses in terms of work and handling the affairs of work, which aren't always easy. Let's face it, guys, gals. When we find stressors, they tend to be in the home or in the workspace. That's where we spend so much of our lives on our day-to-day basis, and it's what causes some of our tensions. Is either things that are going on in the house or things that are going on in the workplace. So one of my favorites for the workplace comes out of Colossians 3, which is whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. And 24 goes on to talk about the inheritance, and but the second piece of that, 24b, is it is the Lord Christ you are serving. So I like that a lot. I know Paul was writing to Colossians that were enslaved and that were having to serve these human masters, whether they wanted to or not. So the circumstances are different, but from a concept of where your heart should be, I'd suggest that looking at the Lord and that being who you serve. Famously, Dr. Martin Luther King and a variety of speeches, but that along the lines of whatever it is that you're doing, do it with the best of your ability. Whether you're going to be a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper that you can be. So I'm kind of shooting that one off of memory, not in front of me, so forgive me. But he, I think, conveyed that well, that we serve the Lord. And so I try to keep that mindset when I'm at work, and know that that's who I'm serving. And Carrie and I, my lovely bride, we talk about that occasionally. That when we do get frustrated at work, which folks that have jobs know, that's what we're trying to do. Is don't get caught up in the humanity of human error, because it's going to present itself. Human interactions, we all have limitations, myself included, and so none of us are perfect. So knowing who that you are serving keeps in mind that when we work, and who we work for, which is our employer, who we're serving is the Christ, and that gives a much bigger perspective to what we're doing. So I try to keep that as a way to have a framework of positivity, and when I seek counsel of the Lord, that's one place I like to go. But again, back to those two conversations that were affirming. They were reminders that sometimes when you least expect it, you'll have folks that give you the pick-me-up and little bits of encouragement or news, but somewhere along the way, and that may be you, and that's why being positive and with a good outlook is so important. Because you may be the affirming piece, you may be the indication of positivity or service to the Lord that someone else is going to get. You may be the only smile they see that day. So I encourage you to share, but there's those moments when you need it as well. And but the affirmation I got from two conversations from folks I don't necessarily talk to often, but hit me up today, wanting put me back into Old Testament, which isn't necessarily where I tend to go. I'm a New Testament guy. I think I serve Christ, so I try to stay in the space where he occupies. He occupies the Bible, but there are good words here in Jeremiah 29. Another verse that's probably known by many. 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. You know, I've the Lord humbles us sometimes, and I know I've had moments of incredible humility presented, whether I wanted it or not, right into my life space, and ask, you know, that I get the light to what the plan is. I know it's going to be in His time, not my time, and that's okay. His time is perfect. Mine is not. So, but whatever those plans are, the Lord has. He is looking to prosper you to His servants, to those that follow. So, keep that in perspective. Our time is not perfect. God's is, and He is laying that groundwork. And sometimes put you in turmoil to shape you where he needs you to be next. And you may not see it, you may not know it, but he does. And it should be inspiring. And you, as you wait for what those plans may be to be revealed, especially if you're in a spot of frustration or anger or irritation or humility that you're not really wanting to accept. That is all to prosper you as the good Lord lays out his plan. So if you stay to the end, as always, thank you for listening. I am honored that you took that time. Always hope that if I get one person that captures something meaningful out of this little few minutes I spend doing these things, I'm honored and blessed. So be good to yourselves. You're loved, whether you realize it or not. I love you. Please take care of yourself. Be safe, be well, and be that light for someone else, even if you're in a moment of darkness. Your time of light is coming. The Lord's got a plan, so don't lose sight of that. God bless.